Are you looking for a free open source platform to save, organize and access your photos without giving up your privacy? Let's explore Immich, a powerful self-hosted alternative to Google Photos. It offers all the essential features you'd expect from a media hosting solution: backup, search, user tagging, album sharing, and mobile apps, with the major advantage of being completely free and private. To start using Immich, you can self-deploy it by following one of the installation guides from their documentation. Or you can use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy it seamlessly on your server or the cloud provider of your choice. We handle the installation, backups, updates, and ongoing maintenance for you. To start using Immich on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for Immich and select. Choose between the different cloud providers, regions, and service plans based on your need, and then Next. From here you can fine-tune more advanced settings, choose between different levels of support. The first one is free and included by default, and once you are ready, hit the Create Service button. Once the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your new instance is ready. Follow the click here to get the password link. You arrive on Elestio administration dashboard for your Immich instance. Copy the password to your clipboard with this button and follow the admin UI link. You arrive on your Immich instance, you need to enter your email and to paste the password from your clipboard, then log in. Because this is the first time we open our instance, we need to follow their onboarding. First, we can choose a theme. You have the choice between light or dark mode. If you know me, you know that I like the light mode, but feel free to choose what you like. Then privacy. What it is that some features, the map and version check, relies on external services. If you want to be 100% isolated, you might need to disable them. But I think this is not critical data. We can keep them and go to storage template. This one is a feature to auto-organize your files based on a template. What it means is, based on the file name of your photos, it will be able to distinguish which year it is, which months, and then to put them in separate folders. But they have a warning that they have stability issues and it's been turned off by default, so we will just keep it and click on Done. And voila, we arrive on Immich interface, a very good looking UI that is reminding us a lot Google Photos. Before exploring the different pages and features, let's add some photos to our instance. I prepared some pictures from my phone. Let's drag and drop them. You can see on the right that it's uploading them. And all of them has been uploaded. It's reloading it with a nice timeline where you can see when the picture have been taken. The more you scroll, the oldest they are. Perfect. I made sure those pictures are from different dates and different location. Even the first one is from a different phone, not mine. If you look at my picture, this one is from the phone of my friend. It's a JPEG from an Android phone. But if you look at the other ones, it's come from an iPhone and it's at the format HEIC. And Immich is compatible with directly. You can see on the bottom left that the storage space is updated accordingly. It's showing the space available on the server, so the 8.5 GB are not only those few pictures. Let's try to open one of the pictures. The first one. It was this year at the Suzuka Grand Prix. Let's see what we can do. Here you have a share button, allowing you to add a description and a password to do a share link. Of course, if you want to make it private and very secure. If not, you can just do a share link public. And you have a lot of control. Do you allow people to download it? Do you allow people to upload files? This setting, I guess it's more when you share a folder. And you can add an expire after, which means that this link won't work anymore after a certain duration. Ideal if you want to set it and forget it, you will be sure it will be expired. All right, and then we can zoom in, zoom out, copy the image, have more details about the picture. You can add a description, F125 Suzuka. Then people, you have the plus button, but we don't have any person created yet. So we need to create it later, but you can assign it to the person. We will see this more in depth later. and you have some extra data. I think it doesn't have the location because it's a picture we shared through social media and not directly the raw file from the mobile. You can also add it to your favorite, delete it, and you have other options on the top right, such as add to album or to a shared one. Okay, let's go back to our list of pictures and let's see the Explore. Currently, I don't have enough pictures for it to work. So I have prepared another pack of pictures, but this time all about me. Not that I like myself too much, but because it will be able to identify our head inside the photos. Now, if we reload, we have the new picture, there are old ones. And if we go to Explore, it detected my face, so I can explore through people. If I click on it, you can see all the attached pictures. I can add a name to myself, let's say Wawa, previous. And if we go back at the F1 picture, we can go in the info, people, and assign myself to the picture. And now if we go back to Explore, there is this picture assigned to me. Maybe I changed too much over time and it didn't recognize me automatically. Then the next feature we have is the map. You can see that there are two pictures in France, where I'm from. One has been taken in Paris, another one in the southeast. Or if we go where I live in Japan, there are three pictures, one in Enoshima Island. So it's very precise. We can zoom in a lot and it shows us exactly where it has been taken. If you want to know how to get this view, now you know the exact point you need to go to take this picture of the Mount Fuji. All right, what else do we have? If we zoom out, closer to where I live in Tokyo. And again, it's very precise to know where we took the different pictures. Then you have the sharing feature. With a few friends, it's what we do usually when we go on holidays together. We create a shared album and everyone is dropping its photo into it. Instead of doing it on Google or Dropbox, you can do it on your instance of Immich and it's 100% private. Create your album, add a title, holidays, add the photos, use the share option and you are ready to go. Then you have the favorites for all the one that you checked inside the photos as favorite. I didn't do it, but they would appear in this timeline. And based on how you organize your content, if you don't want to use the time-based timeline, but want to create albums, you can do it too. You will have the shared one and the private ones. You also have utilities feature. For now, it includes only a review duplicate, which will remove duplicate pictures. You also have an archive section for pictures you don't want to see anymore in the main timeline, but you don't want to delete. And also the trash. When you delete a picture, it will be here for 30 days, unless you empty the trash, to avoid to delete pictures and being full of regret. There are also an iOS and Android apps that you can put on your mobile to automatically synchronize your photos into your Immich instance. No need to purchase extra storage on your next mobile. As always, I recommend you to check the documentation for features I didn't present in this video that could be very useful to your very specific needs. And if you are afraid to do the switch from iCloud or Google Photos, know that there are apps and solutions such as Google Takeout to take out all your pictures, to download them and then to upload them to Immich or another solution. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering Immich with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video available here.